Come here, come here. Come here. Oh boy, right here. Hey, come here. Come here. Dude, they can't see you over there. Come over here. You knucklehead. This week, we'll be reviewing Wild Turkey 101. Here we go. All right, so Wild Turkey 101 has been on my list. I've had it sitting on the shelf for a little while now. Obviously, there has been a lull in videos, but life, the opposite of Jurassic Park, life gets in the way.
Oh, there it is.
As usual, I'm Zach. If you like what we do here, please subscribe to the videos. Like, thumbs up helps us out a lot. And drop your comments about what I get wrong and what you think about whiskey down in the comment section. I've had this sitting on the shelf for a little while. Wild Turkey 101 is regular Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, aged 6 to 8 years until it's 101 proof. 101 proof ends up equating to about 50.5% alcohol by volume. It warmed me up. So far, I'm not gonna lie, there's an ethanol. I mean, you get it pretty much right off on the front of your tongue when you take a drink. The nose, man, that ethanol is coming right off that. Maybe you get a light caramel, maybe a little, oh man, that even burns your nose. I think it's a huge mistake to take a big whiff inhale. I think you just kind of gotta let it go in your nose. Just breathe through your mouth and let it enter your nose. I can't get past the ethanol and a little caramely. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people seem to like the Wild Turkey 101. It tastes like you expect a mid-shelf whiskey to taste. I don't know if their intent is to throw it in a mixer, which would make a little bit of sense, but it doesn't have that complexity of flavor that the Old Forester or the Woodford Reserve or the Buffalo Trace have. To me, there's not nearly as much of a complexity. Oh God, the ethanol burn is just gnarly. It doesn't really burn going in. I think, if I remember right, this ran about $40. $40 US. It's pretty. It's a little lighter colored. It's high. It's real strong on the rye. Let's try dropping an ice cube in there, see what happens. Some of my clear ice, but it's frosty. See how it's a little foggy right now? Well, that's going to change when I drop it in. See. It's my Mount Hood glass, so there's not a whole lot of surface area for the ice to make contact. Let's see what happens when we chill it a little bit. So, hey, what's everybody been up to? Huh? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I missed you. I don't fully expect you to miss me. We've had a lot of stuff going on around the old homestead. We have a bunny infestation, so that's fun. Every time the dog goes out, he tries to eat a bunny, which is great. It makes mowing very traumatic. As these little infant bunnies are running around the yard in front of the lawnmower, which is, I mean, frankly, I'm not too much man to say it's terrifying. Occasionally there's a casualty and you feel like a real piece of poo. It's true. Let's see how this has been now that it's been chilled a little bit. Let's see if it brings out. See, the bad thing about chilling whiskey is it tends to tamp down the flavor. So I'm just hoping it'll take a little bit of that ethanol. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, it just tastes like whiskey. I don't know what other way to describe it other than that. It does take a little bit of that ethanol nose burn out. And the nice thing about having it on ice, it feels like the flavors all hit your tongue at once. What few flavors there are. $40, basic mid-tier pricing for a bottle of whiskey. Basic bottle that everybody kind of uses. It's not, well, I'm taking it back. It's different. It's kind of like a Barbie, really, right? Real top heavy. Gets skinny at the bottom. gives me unrealistic expectations for a body image of my whiskey bottles. This kind of reminds me of a little less burn on it, but it reminds me of the lower shelf whiskeys that I used to drink in college. Stuff that I would drink just to get loosened up, hammered, smashed, brave enough to talk to girls. So I don't know that this isn't going to change my life. I don't think it's going to change your life. I've talked to a lot of guys that this is their daily drinker. And I suppose if you're not looking for a more complex palate, it's fine enough. You know, you want some whiskey, it's whiskey. It's not bad. It doesn't burn the crap out of you. It does have a smoother flavor. I can't really complain about that a whole lot. There's just not, I know I keep using this word, but there's just not the complexity that you would normally have. So for price, let's go ahead and go. I mean, it's just average pricing for a mid-tier whiskey. We're going to say, let's give it a 7 out of 10. Okay. I know 5 out of 10 would technically be a C, would technically be average. But no, it wouldn't be 50%. That's an F. See, I never got Fs in school. Thinker guy. Let's give it a 7. That's a good C. That's average, 70%. 7 out of 10. Flavor, again, it's just freaking average, man. I'm not excited about this at all, which kind of, I mean, it ain't hurt my feelings. Okay? I'm just not terribly excited about it. Every drink I take of this, I'm not like, wow, this is a thing. This is a thing that changed my life. This is a thing that could have turned me. I don't know that if I would have drank this as my entry to whiskey, that I would have been like, you know what, I should keep drinking whiskey. I wouldn't have said, oh my God, don't ever touch that stuff again. But holy crap, it's just mediocre, I guess. So flavor, we'll give it a 7. Presentation. The bottle's cool. And you cannot make the argument that this bottle is a reused bottle that any whiskey company would use, because if you look at it there, it's got the turkey. And that's not etched into the glass. It's like raised. I don't know what that's called. I don't know what it's called when you do that. It's like almost bubbled on the outside. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a bottle connoisseur. I'm not a bottle guy, other than some of them look sexy and some of them don't. But it's got the turkey right on it, which is kind of cool. The labeling. I am kind of a font guy, and that labeling. The font's cool. It's kind of Old Westy, but without being like slappy in the face, like weird like Gunsmoke letters or something. Bold, genuine, and true, it also says on the bottle, on front and back. And that's again, some of that more of that. I don't know if they somehow, I don't even know how they would do that. It's like it's pushed out from the inside. I think it's cool. So for the bottle, I'm going to give it let's give it a 9. We'll give it a 9 just because it's unique to the brand. Which is always a big plus for me. A little different bottle shape than everything else that's on the shelf. And I got to be excited about something. And I think it's the bottling and the labeling and everything for me. So let's give it a 9 out of 10. So for price, we're going to go 7, typical C. Flavor, 7, typical C. And for presentation on the bottle, we'll give it a 9 because it's unique. You're not going to have another one with a turkey on it. If you do, it's probably coming from China. It's probably not legitimate. Don't drink it. You could die. I'm just saying, right? So, again, not going to change my life. Wouldn't turn me into a whiskey guy immediately, but it's also not turning me off of whiskey in general. Just a regular, run-of-the-mill, standard bourbon. What did I just get there? Just got something on the back end that was like, almost like flowers. That was weird. But I digress. Wild turkey, if you're looking for a mixer, I would throw it in something. I'm trying to think of what it would pair well with. Obviously, Coke. You can't go wrong with Coke or Pepsi. Maybe a Dr. Pepper. Maybe something to put a little spice in it, just so it's not so fair to Midland. Cream soda is a no for me. I don't think I'd put it in cream soda. There's not the vanilla notes that you really need to pair well with cream soda. That is my opinion. There are a lot of people who love this. Matter of fact, there's a lot of people that probably break this bottle over my head for saying disparaging remarks of any sort about Wild Turkey 101. Be careful. It's 101 proof. You could get in trouble. As usual, if you like what we do here, please, 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 please subscribe to the channel. Click a thumbs up. Drop a comment. I promise you, if you put anything in the comments, I will respond to it. I promise you, because I love you all more than I love some of my family.